Speaking of Caitlin Clark, I want to talk about Caitlin Clark's signature shoe that is slated to arrive, I believe, in 2026. Don't quote me on that. I haven't seen any official releases or statements, but as we all know, Paige Beckers has released her player exclusive Nike release and debuted it with her team. Everyone was wearing it. She gifted them to her friends and family. It was lovely. But I'm noticing a discourse and a conversation on social media around why doesn't Caitlin Clark have her shoe out yet? She's the most marketable athlete in the league. She's the best player in the league. She's the GOAT. She deserves it. She's the best ever. No one's better than her. I get it, right? And see my previous post about the comment section being triggering. But I want to switch some perspective a little bit in that aspect in terms of shoes in 2024. Well, almost 2025. A few things. I'm 40 years old, so I have seen the evolution of shoes, kicks, all of it. Hype beast, all of it, from its inception to now. And if you haven't already, actually go read Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It's his memoir. It was amazing, and it'll give you some insight into the history of Nike and shoe culture. But back to the topic. Caitlin Clark's signature shoe is going to be an original concept. Paige Becker's shoe is a player exclusive. So her shoe was taken from a previous design and she just customized it. Caitlin Clark will be getting her own shoe. And when you factor in business concepts, ideas, technology, rollouts, marketing, all of those things, there is a process behind that. There is a machine behind all of that. As we know, Caitlin Clark has had one of the most amazing, thrilling years of any WNBA rookie in its entire WNBA season since 1997. And she's very fortunate to be signed to Nike and to be getting her own signature shoe. But as we know, there aren't that many other players with signature shoes. We have Sabrina. A'ja Wilson's is coming up soon. And we will have, well, we had Cheryl Swoops. Let me not disrespect the culture, right? Growing up as a teenager, the swoop shoes were everything. So anyway, Caitlin Clark getting her signature shoe and people being impatient and wanting it now. Why didn't they have it in her rookie season? Yes, I get it. Could they have worked on it while she was in college? Maybe. But I'm pretty sure she was busy focusing on her education, focusing on her basketball career, making decisions in that aspect. And ultimately, when you're running a corporation, a business, and factoring in capitalism and supplies and technology, it takes time to do these things. Caitlin Clark probably has a schedule lined up for the next 5 years. That probably leaves her very little room for anything. So to throw in a shoe in her first year of playing, you don't want to rush a process like that, because that would have distracted her from her college career. That would have distracted her from possible play, her emotional, mental playing aspects and abilities, because that's a big decision. And she also, the deals would have been different for her in college versus her in the league. So now, with her signature shoe coming out, she can take her time. She can design it. She doesn't have to worry about anyone else's input. It's all on her. And of course, the team at Nike. But think about Jordan and the Jordan 1s. If you've ever owned a pair of those, everyone says they're not comfortable, but they look good. And if you think back to history, the Jordan 1s in Michael Jordan's rookie year outperformed. It did numbers. It was great, right? But people forget that Michael Jordan also broke his foot in those same shoes the following season. So, with all of that said, I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve a shoe or that she shouldn't have a shoe. What I'm saying is, as a fan, I think it's okay to be a little patient and understand from a business perspective, from a corporation perspective, from a rollout perspective. I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark is dropping other things to continuously build her brand to exceed her career outside of basketball as well as her financial well-being, her legacy, all of those things. So the shoe is going to come regardless, and she's going to perform regardless. But the fact that we didn't get it last season is not the end of the world. It takes time. You want her to build the best shoe ever, and you don't want it to be something that she will regret putting out. I mean, look at the Sabrinas. Those are doing well. I believe those are the most worn shoe in the in the NBA. So when you think about those things, and you think about, A'ja Wilson coming out with the shoe first, it's a process, and you just have to be patient with that process and focus on what she is providing now and what is out, and to continue to be her fan and have an open mind and have fun and then just enjoy the process. So that's all I got. If you enjoy women's basketball, especially women's professional basketball, join the 84 Hoops crew. It's your girl Lils, and we talk about all things women's basketball here from my perspective, your perspective, and beyond. So let's have some fun.